Hey guys, welcome back to Destination Dickens. It has been a minute since you guys have seen us, but we are back. We took the baby to Great Wolf Lodge for his spring break, and it was awesome. We got there on Wednesday night, and we stayed until Saturday. I worked all day Wednesday. My husband picked me up. We were already packed. We jumped in the car and we took off, y'all. And we had a ball. It was awesome. No, this is not sponsored or anything like that, but I would advise anybody to go to Great Wolf Lodge. Take your kids, your family. Oh my God, we had so much fun. The package we had included everything we could want to do. This is a baby. He took his keyboard on spring break and he sat in the room and he practiced and he plays. He brought his practice amp. And yeah, we had a ball. We had a ball. He got time to play his keyboard. He practiced. If you've seen videos of my baby, you know he's a musician at heart and he loves it. But y'all, we had so much fun. This is breakfast the next morning. We did the breakfast buffet. Food was awesome. You see my omelet right there. Food was awesome. Everybody, it was enough for, because everybody knows my husband eats so funny and the baby, but it was different items on the buffet that we all could enjoy, and it was so good. That included our package. I made everybody put on their wolf ears because yeah, they're free, so yeah, we're gonna wear them, we're gonna utilize them. So everybody had on their wolf ears. And then this was a little thing they did for the kids. They had activities every single day for grown-ups, for kids. They had yoga, they had storytelling time. It was awesome, y'all. Awesome. And like this was in the lobby and anybody could join in. Of course, the main attraction is their water park. We went every single day. We went to the water park every single day. We were there for hours on end, and it was really awesome, y'all. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. We had a great time in the water park. Um it was just so much to do. It was a lazy river. It was basketball in the pool. They had a whole side, like kiddie side, for little kids with their own slide. I mean, it was just awesome. The boys played basketball in the pool. They had the big bucket that emptied. I don't know however many minutes, but it would fill up and then it would just shower down water on you. The kids loved it. The little kids loved it. It was awesome. We had a ball. And it was very reasonable. The price was very reasonable. Like I said, we went on Wednesday and we stayed until Saturday. And it was very reasonable. The prices were reasonable. The package that we got included credits for the arcade. It included food. It included cups that you could, get drinks throughout your whole stay for free, or slushies. It included candy cups that you could refill. It included laser tag. It included bowling. It included, the only thing that kind of was on the downside is their bowling alley. They need to make it bigger because every time we went, it was full in there. So we didn't really get a chance to bowl, but it was included in our package. Laser tag was included. Virtual reality was included in our package. All of that. And there are the boys. That's the boys that were in the lazy river. And y'all, I don't know what the lifeguards there, how they are trained, but they were very attentive. They switched out every 30, 45 minutes, seemed like. I guess so no one could get tired. We did see them have to jump in a couple of times, like to get some little kids and stuff like that. But I don't know what he was doing. He had an orange, if you could see it, like a pouch in his hand. And he kind of would point it down at the water and then come back up. And same thing he was doing with the pool noodle. I don't know, what they were doing, but I know I felt safe with them being there, and we know with the kids back and forth in the water, no rough housing. Everyone, I mean, and we went during spring break, so it was people there, but it wasn't overly crowded. Like, it was still plenty of like room and space and all that kind of stuff. It wasn't crowded. And we had a good time. We did the water slides. Like I said, the boys sat in the lazy river. I even got in the lazy river. You're not gonna see me much in the video, of course, because I'm recording. But I even got in the lazy river with my husband on the double float inner tube. We even got in there together. The water was nice. The water was warm. It was also warm in there. So when you got out the water, you wasn't too cold. You'd be cold, but you'd warm up really quick. But we had a ball. You see my husband, he's going in to be with the boys in the float. And pretty much, I don't think he ever really got in an inner tube. He just kind of walked around with one and pushed one and, just keep an eye on the boys because, boys will be boys. And so he just kind of got in with them. And, when he got in, he looked back, he was like, ooh, it's cold. But it was warm to me. So... But I guess once you get in there and then your body gets used to the temperature, then, pretty much it's smooth sailing from there. But like I said, we had a ball. We really had a ball in there and it was really nice. We spent a lot of time on the different things. That's him going up in the water slide with the kids. And y'all, I'm going to be quiet because I'm going to let y'all see a couple of videos of him coming out this inner tube, y'all. Like, lost my husband, Lord. That's the baby coming out, and here comes my husband. Ooh, Jesus, I almost took him out of here. It was so funny, y'all. And then he had his glasses on and everything. So the next go around, he actually took his glasses off. So... he wouldn't lose it in the water. I did the same thing. Y'all, I had to put him in there twice because there you go again. I actually got up there too, and I got up there twice. The first time was, oh my God, it was terrible. I came out under the water. A lady at the end had to help me out like it was terrible. The second time, I did better because I didn't lay all the way back. If you lay all the way back, when you start off, you're pretty good, but when you start hitting those curves, it takes you and just shoots you. And so, yeah, but it was fun. We had a very good time. Very, very, very good time. There they go again. See, my husband learned this time you have to sit up. He did a little bit better this time than he did the first time. But we loved it. And here are some pictures of them with the mascot for the Great Wolf Lodge. This is the arcade. We went in the arcade and we had a good time in the arcade. We got credits for the arcade. Of course, we used those up pretty quick and we spent our own money then. But we ended up with about a little over 7,000 tickets and the boys got what they want. So we ended up giving another kid like 2,300 and some tickets that we didn't use so they could get them something. But yeah, here's the arcade. We had fun in there, y'all. It was so much to do. And this arcade stays open 24 hours. Like, it literally stays open all night long. When we first got there, after we got set in the room, I went to sleep. They stayed in the arcade. My son, he got on the merry-go-round. He said, Mommy, I'm not a baby, but I just want to try it because my brother ride horses, so I want to do it too. So he got up there to ride the horse just because his brother ride horses, and he said he wanted to be like his brother. So he rode it for a little while. And hey, he's only 7, y'all. So again, we went back to the water park the very next day. Same thing all over again. And y'all, by this time, I was sitting there like, I think I'm going to go back to the room. But I stayed because my husband and the baby wanted me there. So I ended up staying. And yeah, I'm going to be quiet for a little bit. Let y'all see it. And this is back in the arcade. The boys did some kind of a basketball shootout game. They were playing against each other. Because, hey, they're boys, like I said, and they wanted to do all the things. So we let them do all the things. And by the time I came off vacation, I needed a vacation from the vacation. But this spot was great. And we ended up going to the Great Wolf Lodge in Williamsburg, Virginia. Now, we do live in North Carolina, and there is a Great Wolf in North Carolina in Concord, up by Charlotte, but it would have taken us almost 4 hours to get there. So, from where we live in North Carolina, it was easier for us, more convenient for us to go to the one in Williamsburg, Virginia, Williamsburg, Virginia, which was about 2 hours and 20 minutes. This is the laser tag, family laser tag that we did, and we had a ball, and I came in second. That's me right there. And I came in second. We had a great time doing the laser tag. You could go in, you could play against each other, or you could be by yourself. However it go, but we all went in together and we fought against, like, I guess you could call it the system or whatever. But like, we had a good time, and everybody came out with a score. Jordan, which is our grandson, was first, then me, and then it was our sanitarians, and then my husband was last. That's a picture of me because you don't get to see me much in the videos. Here we are back at the water park again. Yeah. Spent a lot of time in the water park. And that's them, my husband and the baby. They're going up to go in the one that goes outside and comes back in. And my baby told me, he was like, Mommy, when I got to the top, I told the attendant, I'm very scared. And he was like, it's okay, buddy. You going with your dad. It's going to be okay. And he actually was okay at this point. But Mommy was scared because I don't like my baby to fear anything. And he was kind of scared. Now, that's my cousin's son that's in with them also, because my cousin them stayed at another property, and they actually came over on Saturday, and they were there Saturday. Although we checked out on Saturday, that's another good thing, because we checked out on Saturday, but as long as you are out of your room by the checkout time, you can stay at the park as long as you want to. You do not have to leave the property. You can stay there. You can eat. You can still do the arcade. You can still do everything on the property, but be in your room. And their checkout time is 11 o'clock. Now, I really wish it would have been like 12 or 1. But anyway, here we are on the way back home, y'all. And we came 2 different ways. When we went up, we went 95. Because it was on a Wednesday afternoon. My brother lives up this way. He's a sheriff. And he told us that the tunnel would be backed up if we go Chesapeake way. So we ended up going 95. And it did. We didn't have any kind of traffic blocks or anything like that. We got there. But we came back through Chesapeake. That means we had to come through the tunnel. And y'all, I'm not a tunnel person, not a bridge person. So my husband kept telling me, close your eyes, baby. Close your eyes while we're going through the tunnel. Just close your eyes. It's not the tunnel that gets me. It's how close the lanes are. And people just drive so crazy these days and fast and all that kind of stuff. But it wasn't as long as I thought. Growing up, I've been through this tunnel a whole lot because we have family in Virginia. And I used to stay in Virginia some summers. So I really wasn't scared of the tunnel per se. It was just people drive so crazy. The lanes are close. And then I forgot, when you come out of the tunnel, you got to go over all this water. So here I am again. My husband saying, close your eyes. I'm closing my eyes. I'm looking through my fingers. I'm still peeping out of one eye because, no, I can't close my eye. I got to be nosy. I got to see the water. I got to see what's going on. But I can't, I'm scared also. But anyway, it wasn't as bad as I thought. Made it over the bridge. I'm like, how long is this doggone bridge? Let's hurry up and get to the end of it. And then we did. And y'all, we made it back home.